Hello.
Hello, Andy.
Hello.
Entertainment.
Oh! The day is finally here. King's Dominion's Halloween Haunt opens up tonight, and we are here to bring you guys through the fog, check it all out, and also answer some questions about the changes as we enjoy the event. Welcome back to Edutainment. My name's Eddie, and today, as we just said, we are back at King's Dominion. We're right at the entrance. Everybody is making their way in. The park opens up at 6 for Halloween Haunt and is open up till 12. We're gonna make our way throughout the entire experience and bring you guys along. We're gonna answer a couple questions. That new pass that they've added, now the paid up charge to do all the houses, how's that gonna work out? I have questions about that. We also brought last year's lantern. We're gonna make sure that this actually works. I've heard that it does, but we'll verify for you guys in case you have one and you wanna bring one, or will we have to purchase the new one? I hope not, because that's like 40 bucks that I'd save myself. But without further ado, let's start making our way to the lines so we can get inside and have some fun. And we're making our way in. They're letting the crowds in a few minutes early, but we're looking at the show. So Blood Rain, which is like the opening ceremony, doesn't start up till 7. They got the other shows that start at 7:15, but I believe some of the houses will be opening up early. So we'll check out some houses and then come back to check out Blood Rain and get the night started in fashion. And we are in. Here is the map for today's event. It looks beautiful. Brought to us by Snickers, which I think is why we got this nice fancy map. Hopefully they give out the actual handout, but if not, you can do it through the mobile app right here by scanning the QR code. We're gonna start making our way right. I don't know if immediately, we might grab some food, but I'm looking forward to tonight. That view from the Eiffel Tower. We're glad that it's back. Let's make our way through. And as you make your way in, something to point out, you gotta get your Haunt Pass. And these are the lines. Guest services and the two shops are the locations where you could get yourself your pass. Make sure that you go to the one with the shortest line, because as you can see, there's a nice wait there, and there's a nice wait there. A little interesting. I was wondering how they were gonna pull this off. All right, before the event starts, let's check out some of the merch. I believe, like I said, there's a couple houses that we could go through, but they've brought out some new merch. And this is also, like I said, one of the areas where you get your Haunt Pass. We got ours already, and it seems like the lines have died down, but if you're coming for Rope Drop, you're gonna wanna make sure that you get it quick at one of the places with the shorter lines. But these look dope. I like this throw, and it's nice and soft. Let's also compare our lantern from last year to this year's. And here it is. Almost identical, but this one says Haunt at King's Dominion in the Longs way, while this one says it in the short, like I guess the stacked version for the text, and then you got a ghost instead of a spider. I think I like the spider better. It's creepier. The ghost is kind of more cute, but I believe as far as the functionality, it should all be the same. We'll be testing this out throughout our whole entire night to see how it interacts. And if we run into somebody who got the new one, we'll see if there's any difference. Man, they got some kind of cool hoodies. Look at this one, Halloween Haunt at King's Dominion, where nightmares never end. And it has last year's lantern. Interesting, is this a hoodie from last year? I mean, it doesn't have a year on it, and it glows in the dark. What's the price? The price is $49.99. Not terrible. And on the opposite end, we got some t-shirts with that same hoodie design. This Halloween Haunt shirt, these are super cool, and I think this is all like Six Flags artwork, but with King's Dominion branding, which is cool. We also got some Tervises and tumblers, cups, glasses, and a spider hoodie. And one of the real ones, Steeler Wayne. Check out that shirt. Boy, looking fly. All right, we are super excited to be back at the event. It's gonna get spooky as the night falls, but we did have a question while we were doing our construction updates about the beer garden and the seating with Cornstalker, and they got rid of all the seating for the beer garden, which is interesting. I expected that this would be a hit during Haunt, but maybe they're expecting that it won't be, or maybe Cornstalker is just that important. Now we got the entrance to Cornstalker here. It's a little bit different than last year, but I'm sure we're gonna get some congestion with everybody coming in and out of the maze. All right, so this is actually kind of cool, and it's good to note. They have these little stations around the fountain, and I don't know if they have them elsewhere throughout the park, but they are to redeem or purchase your Haunt Pass. So In addition to the earlier areas that did get very congested at the entrance of the park, you have a couple little stations where you could purchase your pass or redeem your pass if you purchased it in advance. So that's a perfect transition into one of the things that we're gonna check out today is whether or not this pass that we have to get now is worth it. I ended up caving. I told myself I wasn't gonna buy in and get myself the one for the full season, but I ended up doing it. So I have access to the full season. I come to the park enough that I think it's gonna be worth it for me. I almost only bought one night and was gonna tell myself that just the $10 night was all I was gonna do. That being said, I've been walking around, some people have been approaching me and asking about the pass. I even went to the little kiosk when I was filming B-roll and people were asking questions. So there's a lot of confusion around how this works. Some people weren't even aware. They had their annual pass, they showed up, and I guess they weren't in the know and paying attention to the updates, didn't know that the houses weren't included. So we have some upset people, some confused people, but what I want to answer is, do I see the value there? Have the houses improved enough that it was a worthy expense or would be a worthy expense for you as well? So we'll see. We'll definitely talk about that towards the end of the video. Okay, so we were going to try to get some of the houses in before BloodRayne, but we ended up grabbing some food with a good friend, Steeler Wayne here. Hello there, sir. Hello. Now we pull up the map instead. We kind of killed a lot of time. BloodRayne's about to start, but I can confirm that some of the houses, if you download the app, which I do recommend, you'll be able to see the skulls or the different houses or different like haunt related things around the park, and you'll be able to see some of them do show currently closed. They won't be opening up till 6, but if I navigate to where I am and come over here to MonsterCon, you'll be able to see it currently has a 15-minute wait, or hopefully you can see. Let me see if I could. Why is that not showing? There we go. Currently has a 15-minute wait, so it does open a little bit early. How early, I'm not sure, but you could probably fit in a house or two before BloodRayne starts if you want to maximize your night. But definitely download the app. I've already referenced the app like 3 times since I've been here, and the event hasn't even started. So definitely useful, and I like the little haunt overlay that they've given it. It's nice and spooky, and there's bats all over the place. Monsters are about to come out, but the eyes are out. Oh, wrong way. There we go. You kind of see them. As the night gets darker, we'll see them.
My dominion stretches far beyond these walls, and greater conquests demand my gaze. But let it not be said that the queen abandons me.
Here we go. The monsters are coming out.
Unlike anything mortals have ever endured. From the depths I summon the deranged, dragging the underworld into the light. The reapers of the corn, the undying of the convention.
Let the night begin. The monsters are out. And now our lantern is out. Oh, look. It was just interacting with something. Wayne's got his lantern out. We're going to get our first house in. Let's see how Haunt is this year. Halloween Haunt at King's Dominion. All right, returning this year, we've got some MonsterCon. And that's going to be what starts us off for the night. Presented by M&M's. Let's see if that makes it better. If you could only hear the screams of the exiting guest. And there's currently no line, so it's a great time to go through the houses. Typically, opening night of Haunt is a spectacular time to come enjoy the event. But MonsterCon did not let down. You can absolutely tell that there was an additional amount of money added into scenic design. A lot of what you saw last year, but some nice additional like rooms. The beginning of the haunt is almost completely new, and it was nice. And then there was like some rooms in the middle that kind of changed as well. I don't want to ruin it for anybody giving specifics, but I will say, I think I like MonsterCon this year more than I liked it last year. So thank you, M&Ms. And from that house, we make our way to our favorite scare zone, Pumpkin Eater. Also, don't forget to turn your lantern back on.
Entertainment!
Oh! Let's go. It's not raining, so the stilt walkers are out. And the beautiful skull is out. Let's make our way. Oh! Oh, that's dope! That was like a fog gun.
Are you trying to start fires in the pumpkin patch with that thing? Oh my goodness. Eat pumpkin meat.
And it's still bright out. There's still light. But all the fog keeps it nice and spooky. All right, here is another little station to get your passes. So they have them throughout the park. And there was somebody complaining that they're charging $10 after you paid to enter the park. So yeah, there's a lot of confusion with this new little addition that they've done. We've got Masquerade. We'll be back for Masquerade, but we're gonna go do another indoor house. Blood on the Bayou. Let's see, is there any interaction here? No, not yet at least. And we're keeping it indoor up till the night falls. Our next house is Blood on the Bayou. Now, I did mention this in another video. There's a cool little upcharge here at Blood on the Bayou, and these little like booths up here at the entrance. You got like a double facade for the house. They take a picture of you, a commemorative photo, and I've purchased it, I think like the last 2 years. It's very cool. It's a cool way to commemorate the opening night of House. I was about to say Howl-O-Scream. Haunt at King's Dominion. Look at that. Is the catching good? Oh. Let's see, what is that? Largemouth bass? Oh, that's the bait. That's the bait. Oh, gotcha. What you fishing for?
Crocodile.
What?
Crocodile.
Crocodile?
Crocodile.
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 Great bait.
Occasional.
Great bait.
Great bait. Good stuff. Fresh too. Very fresh.
Very nice. Save me the tail, please. All right, so night is falling, and I can already confirm a couple things. I've seen my lantern. It is a little bit blown out, but I've seen my lantern compared to other people's lanterns, the new lantern with like the spooky ghost on it, and we're getting the same interactions. Additionally, I thought that you couldn't use them in the houses. I could be wrong, but they have let us take them through the houses because it seems like there's a little bit of a confusion for the tag. Yes. Oh, look, there's somebody with the new one. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, you won.
Yep.
So you can also do tag, and Wayne just used his to play tag with somebody with the newer version, and it worked. Boop. Oh, yeah, it turns into red. You can kind of see there. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you. But that leads us to the houses. Now, I don't know who the sponsor for Blood on the Bayou was. I know that the sponsor for MonsterCon was M&M's. So I could tell you MonsterCon is a bit changed and a little bit better. Definitely a bit better. I enjoyed it greatly. Blood on the Bayou, not as much of a difference, but still a great house. That's probably like my #1 house every single year. I love going through that house. But we've gotten the indoor houses out of the way. Well, at least 2 of the indoor houses. There's one more indoor house, which is Fear, and that's low on my list, but this year it is sponsored. But so far, the houses are a little bit better. I gotta say, I'm finding it a little bit easier to stomach purchasing this band for the season, but I'm still a little bit sour that they've upcharged us midway through the year for something that should have been included in our pass, or at least was promised to be included in our pass. We're gonna keep making our way and see how the rest of the houses are. I think we're gonna give Grimwoods and Corn Stalkers a little bit more time for the dark to fall. Maybe next we'll do Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat. Thank you, Wayne. Trick or Treat is next, y'all. But before we make our way to Trick or Treat, let's see a little masquerade.
What's the magic lip?
It's all my powers.
Oh, yes, you wouldn't
I'll get the fog.
It's shining, it's so shining.
They do have a lot more actors, it feels like, this year.
Hello, Andy.
Hello.
Nice to stop by the masquerade.
Of course. You think I'd miss you?
I think you would.
From Masquerade, we make our way to Trick or Treat. All right, so Trick or Treat, the first house that I didn't notice much change in. Still a great house. This is one of our like top 2 every single year, but I think with MonsterCon having its little upgrades, this one may have fallen behind. This may be now 3rd in line. MonsterCon may be number 1 at the very moment. And I also decided the lanterns don't seem to be interacting within the houses. I think they've removed that. So I turned it off because it makes it super bright, and this house is nice and dark. So if you want to get the spooks, make sure to turn your lantern off. It doesn't seem like it's useful inside the houses anyway. One thing I do say, all the houses seem to have more actors than any year that I've been to before. And it is now time for another scare zone, Cleaver Brothers Carnival. Another fan favorite. Whoa!
Hello.
I feel like they have sliders everywhere this year. Oh, and the burlesque show is currently going on. Oh, it's a little bit different this year. I feel like last year it had like a tent. Oh, creepy. Let's see if we run into some of the stilt walkers. Look, there's one of our little buddies, a fan of the channel. Ah! Right here? Thank you. Hello. And we'll take a quick look at the burlesque show. Looks like a whole new cast this year. Cleaver Brothers is not letting down. And the show's really cool too. A little different setup, but still very cool. Okay, this is supposed to be like a interactive point.
You're absolutely irritating me.
I am?
Hurry up and disappear!
Here we go. Okay, so somebody told me that the lantern is supposed to turn this on. And of course, it would help if I turned on my lantern. Let's see. All right, let's see. Does it do anything? Do I need to get closer? I don't know. Definitely looks like it's supposed to do something. And it's very creepy, this lady with 3 monkeys. Let's see, maybe if I leave and pass by. Nope. We took a little step back. We're making our way to Grimwoods now that it's dark. All right, so Grimwoods done. Grimwoods is a house that's been developing throughout the years and is amazing. I had a great time, but it didn't change much from last year. So like I feel like the Six Flags stuff didn't have a huge impact, but we've taken a little break with the crew over at the lounge, watching a movie, taking it slow. All the houses have been fairly close to a walk-on, but all the houses have been great. It's been a nice little upgrade to each and every house, at minimum in cast. There's a lot of cast in each house this year. All right, so we make a quick trip into Jungle Expedition. The map will lead you to here for Site X, but Sidex is actually over here by Backlot Stunt Coaster. Let's go check it out. Lead the way, Wayne.
Oh yes, another extra leg to the expedition. All we need.
Can I find your heart, please? And your intestines, and your heart.
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh.
Sacrifice to the pit! Sacrifice to the Great Spirits! The Great Spirits awaken!
And just exiting Sidex. And I want to say it's a cool little spot that you could explore a couple little things going on. A lot of the characters are interacting. They're like talking about a sacrifice, and they have like the 4 idols. I think it's like a panther, a spider for Arachnidia, a reptile for Reptilian. And what else did I miss, Wayne?
Maybe the monkey for Tumbili.
Oh, and a monkey for Tumbili. So keep an eye out. There's a couple little Easter eggs in there that you can pay attention to that help kind of connect it to the area that it's in. All right, time for our next house, Fear. And I've actually heard some great reviews about Fear, even though I've probably counted this as my least favorite house in the past couple years. All right, whoever said Fear was their favorite house, it's very questionable because it's better than last year. Just to par with like all the rest of the houses, there's more actors in there. They did a couple things. There's a portion that's a little like creepy, crawly bugs, which is kind of cool. I won't ruin it for you, but once you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But as far as the house being the best one this year, no, it's gonna be dead last once we go through Pornstalkers. Pornstalkers is our last house left for the night. And we make our way towards the entrance, pay respects to the beautiful water features, and they've made good use of the lighting for Haunt. Now, Cornstalker is our next stop. Cornstalker in the bag. And I gotta say, it's top 3. I feel like Trick or Treat falls to like number 4 now as we look up at the Eiffel Tower. And doesn't the park just look beautiful with all the lights and all the fog? It's been a while since we've been able to come up here. I'm so happy that we could finally make our way up for Haunt. And there's Cornstalker. If you look close, you can see some of the people going through and getting scared. And on that note, everybody, we've gone through the whole entire event, and to be honest, we had a blast. I have a hard time not enjoying myself at these events. Was it worth it to get the multi-night house, or even get one night? Because we got one night, the $10 all houses for Monique. Monique was here, she got here a little bit later. I gotta say, for one night, $10 doesn't sound like a crazy additional upcharge, even though it wasn't something that was agreed upon when we first purchased our annual pass. It was included, and it should have stayed included. But that being said, $10 is not bad. $70 for the all Haunt pass for the season. I don't know if I'm gonna make it out enough to actually experience it, but the houses have gotten a little bit better. They've got consistently more actors. Some of them have not changed much, but houses like MonsterCon are significantly better than the previous year, and I think a lot of people are going to agree with me and enjoy it. We had a great time. What can I say? I can't. Oh, and it seems like one of the shows is starting, so the lights at the top of the Eiffel Tower are going off. Babe, did you have a good time?
I had a great time, and I got here late, and it was still super fun.
There you go.
We picked the best night to come.
yeah, opening night is always really the best time to make your way out to Haunt. It's going to be the lowest crowd for whatever reason. I guess people just don't anticipate coming to the opening night of Haunt. So, guys, if you get a chance, come out here, try it out. At least one night for $10 is not bad. But on that note, I will see you guys on the next one. But up till then, don't forget to ask yourself,
Have you been entertained?